Hello, chat. We're starting a little early since I didn't have to work today, so I didn't have to walk home. I guess I could have started streaming like this morning, done like a 12-hour stream. I don't know if I would have been able to handle it today. After last night's experience watching Rhapsody Street Kids believe in Santa, I no longer believe in Santa thanks to that movie. Rilip knows what I'm talking about. So what are we doing today, chat? We are back to the Kerbal grind. We are making money. Hopefully we are... I don't know. I guess we are in the middle of a mission, actually, so we probably need to wrap that up at some point today. Rilip no longer believes in a benevolent god due to that movie. That's fair. Yeah. Makes sense. So yeah. We're gonna be, I think we have to build a base today. I'm gonna fiddle with the sound here. Hold on. I have no snare in my headphones. There we go. Little percussive maintenance sometimes we have to do on the Pink Kitty headphones. Probably not a good long-term solution, but whatever. All right. So we need to do a docking operation. So today we're going to launch our lander. I should see Boys of Valor. There's another shitty movie you recommend. Boys of Valor. Boys of Valor. Oh no. Oh, it has a 3 out of 5 stars though. 4 DVD set. A superhero team of brothers fights evil in 4 faith-based adventures for kids. Oh no. It's a religious movie. I don't know. I got my fill of VeggieTales back when I was a kid. I don't need any more. I don't need any more. I'm good. I've seen enough. Let's grab a lander can. My standard design for a docking-oriented lander can is not one of these, regular one of these, and we slap a one of these. I think that seems approximately correct. You know what I've never used before? The Mooner Excursion module. How many? Okay, this has 1. How much? Has 2. Okay, it's true crew capacity. All right, let's check this thing out because I've never used this before, but I guess it's an all-in-one lander slash I don't know, lander plus just a beefed up that has RCS built in. Rilip says, I only saw the musical number for VeggieTales and was very disappointed to find out the actual content of the episode. You saw silly songs with Larry, you mean? Or just the musical content in general? Because, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, VeggieTales is garbage, because it's not. Wait a minute. This doesn't fit. I think this is designed for the junior. Oh, yeah. This is 100% designed for the junior. That's not going to work. It's not going to work for our purposes, chat. All right, get it out of here. Give me back the lander can. Well, you see these things side by side is they're almost the same size. What's the tonnage difference? This is 1.887 versus, oh, it's like, so this is 3 times as heavy as the Mark 1 lander can. Yeah, let's not mess with that. Lander Mark 1. So we need a beautiful docking port. Incorrect. We need RCS first. Give me that. Okay, next we need to attach the RCS. We'll use the little ones because I think that should be enough. So 4 of those guys plus a healthy amount of landing fuel. Maybe we want to put the fuel up top. Something like this, although that looks awful. It's gonna be so goofy looking. Here, what if I put the engine on the bottom? I think we should use the spark for this. Oh, I have an idea. Let's split the fuel across the top and the bottom. So we grab the this guy, the the T100. Okay. Wait. We have one of these. Wrong size. Also wrong size. Maybe we don't have an adapter. Here, this thing. That's the right size. Okay. With TL100. Slap that on the bottom. Move this to the top. Actually, you know what? If we have fuel there, we don't need the RCS. We can just grab some space balls, slap them on the bottom. Here we go. Followed by Rilip has a vacation. Got a vacation coming up. Yeah, I don't really do long vacations. The last time I took a long vacation was when I went to that wedding, and that you've all know about the wedding story. I've told that so many times. It's probably annoying to hear about it. But I think that was only 3 days off. And I don't know that I'd consider it a vacation. More like an obligation. Change that to white. White. Okay, so here we go. This is our Munlander. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna add a seismometer, because we still need seismic data from all over. And that might actually be all that we need, because I don't know, we'll just slap the other one. They're so cheap and lightweight, it doesn't really matter. Slap those on. I wish we had the gravioli. Wait, did we unlock the gravioli, chat? No, we did not. Damn it. Rilip's taking a whole week off. Yeah, I felt this today because I took today and tomorrow off from work. Taking days off always makes me feel like worse, kind of. It's weird. Like, I took the day off, I should try to enjoy it, but then I can't enjoy it because it's like, well, you know, don't get used to this because you're gonna have to go back to work eventually. And it's like, man, that's sad. Can't even enjoy my days off. All right, slap that on there. Remove the flag. Okay. Extend the panels. Looks good. All right, next. What is the Delta V on the Mun? 2016. So this little baby should be able to land, deorbit, land, take off, and dock with another vessel with no issues. And to facilitate the extra docking, 15 monopropellant is probably enough. We don't even need to add extra monopropellant. But we are going to need some landing struts, so let's add those in. Beautiful. Is this not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, chat? I mean, yeah, could be worse. Oh, it's true. The space telescope does do some science. Yeah, well, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait too long, but there are occasionally missions to put them in certain orbits, although that could take months, honestly, of in-game time. Might make things easier if it's a bit higher. Yeah, what's the center of mass here? Hold on. Yeah, good call. So if we put it on this part, that's maybe a little bit too high. Something like that, and then we just move the science stuff to somewhere else, or just to different sides. Oh. Nope. I want the... Oh my... Chad, are you seeing this? I'm not crazy, right? I'm like clicking the thermometer and then it switches. Jeez. It's a lot game. All right, turn that off. I mean, I am a little crazy, but not that crazy. Come on. There's some science. Science. The fluid, that thing doesn't matter unless you're going to Duna or Lathe. The scanning arm isn't really helpful unless it's a rover. The mystery goo. Yeah, sure, we'll bring some mystery goo. Why not? Can't hurt. I can only hope that in KSP 2, the VAB is a little bit more cooperative. Maybe with some extra options. And also, hopefully, clipping is a little less beneficial. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We'll grab the surface scanning module. Sure, why not? Doesn't weigh that much, all things considered. What is it, 0.005? Is that the same as this one? No, this is 0.05. We'll do some surface scans. That should give us some information. KSP2 VAB will have to be better because they'll have procedural parts. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better, but I see what you mean. It's like theoretically it should be better, but we'll have to find out, I guess. Okay, here's my little science lander. What do we think? Is this acceptable? Is it gonna do what I want it to do, or is it gonna just screw me again? All right, next up, we're gonna throw a fairing on there. Hold up, we gotta put a little TD06, I think. Yeah, that's the correct size. Throw that on there, and then whoop. All right, there's our fairing. Beautiful. So now we put this at the top of a rocket, and we're good to go. So for the purposes of this, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Conquistador Mark II. I'm just gonna grab the bottom stage off of that. Boom, like so. Okay, so now we have the lifter stage, transfer stage, and the other stuff, and it's extremely expensive. So let's see if we can maybe dial back a bit, huh? KSP is 75% off. Holy moly, that's a pretty good deal. Do I have surface science yet from the MUN? Because I definitely have surface science from the MUN. Maybe we can get rid of these. Maybe those are unnecessary. Let's put this on Kerbin at sea level. 1.4 thrust to weight. We'll add an extra fuel tank to the middle and see if this doesn't increase our or reduce our thrust rate. Okay, I think that's perfect actually. So what is the middle stage here? It's a skiff. It's good for me. I like the skiff. And then the fairing will come off when I feel like it needs to come off. And there we go. Okay. So this should get us to the MUN. And we just need to throw a Kerbal in there. Who do we got? We got Bill. Bill, that's not gonna work. Doily. All right, we'll send Doily. She hasn't got to do very much. Unlander Mark 1 complete. Let us. Hatch obstructed. Yes, that's normal. Missing parachute. Yes, missing ladder. Electric charge generated but storage lacking. Doesn't matter. Consumer receiving limited monopropellant. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Although maybe an extra battery wouldn't hurt. 50's good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. This is it's a bare bones lander. It does It'll do what we need it to do, basically. Let's go ahead and get this baby to the mun. Man, is it really $40? Does that even include the DLC, or is that just the base game? I always forget how cheap I got KSP for when it was in like early access. All right, here we go.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
Ooh. Not a super exciting launch there, but good enough. That's the base game? Holy moly. I think I got it for $20 or $30, and then I got all the DLC for free because they promised it. That's kind of a gamble though when they do stuff like that. Like sometimes you get a Minecraft and sometimes you get like a Starbound. It's like, oh, buy in early now before the price goes up, and then you buy and then they're just like, sucks to be you, we stopped working on the game, here's 1.0, bye-bye. But then other times you pay $5 for Terraria and you get like 3,000 hours out of it. I don't know. Complete edition is $21 on sale and $70 regular. Holy crap, man. How much is KSP2 gonna cost, you think? 60? I gotta pay $60 to play test their game for them? No thanks. Although if I buy it now and then I get the season pass for free, which includes all the cosmetics DLC. Speaking of cosmetics, Rilla, can you recommend Midnight Suns now? Because I'm like really interested. All the reviews, even the negative reviews that I've seen, are like selling it for me. It's like, oh, this game sucks. It's like everything's turn-based and you have to like move around on a tactical map. I thought this was an action adventure beat 'em up like Hades. Or, you know, I'm exaggerating for comedic effect here, but sometimes a negative review is more useful than a positive one. You think it'll be $40, Rilip, or in early access? I'll probably pick it up while it's in early access. I'll wait a little bit. I'll see what everyone has to say about it. I'm not in a rush. I think I'm at the point in my life where I'm a lot more conservative about buying games. Like I used to just be like, oh, this game looks interesting, let me just buy it. And then I realized that I couldn't just spend all my money on video games all the time. So now I'm like, well, let's do some research, let's watch some reviews, let's see some gameplay, see if there's a demo, and then maybe if I really like it, I'll get the full game. And then sometimes it's like, oh, it's Dwarf Fortress, like obviously I'm gonna buy that. You want to play Midnight Suns? You can 100% recommend it. If you want to stream it, 90%. Okay, well, I wasn't planning on streaming it unless there's like a huge demand. I think most people who wanted to watch that have gotten their fill. Still have some hiccups. Yeah, I did see, I was reading an article today that removing the launcher basically solves most of the problems. And apparently that also applies to Civ 6, which I've also had issues with in the past. Go ahead and drop that fairing, lose a little bit of weight. If only it was that easy in real life. So yeah, I'll probably pick it up. Although the $60 is like, that's killer. That's a lot of money to spend on a game that I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy. I mean, I'm pretty sure because I liked XCOM, but I don't know, man. You beat the game at about 80 hours and started a second playthrough. Okay, 80 hours is a pretty reasonable. And it's like, I heard it compared to Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I enjoyed Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've heard it compared to Slay the Spire. I've heard it compared to XCOM. I like all of those games, but it's the Marvel thing that's really throwing me off. Because usually I can just be like, oh, you know, whatever. That's just the set dressing. What's the actual gameplay? But then it's like, I don't care about these characters. Like, I'd rather they're just generic dudes like in XCOM 2 than if they have names and backstories and whatever. Like, oh, I'm Wolverine. I am I am the knight, or whatever Wolverine says. There's a Star-Lord reference. Well, I mean, the no Groot thing is kind of a deal breaker for Emmykins, but for me, I don't mind. I don't mind too much. I saw that there was Spider-Man. I don't know if I don't know. I don't like Spider-Man. Let me go through the superheroes that I don't like. Spider-Man, all of the X-Men, Fantastic Four, the Inhumans, and the other one. What are the other ones called? They're not Inhumans. I mean, they're X-Men and Inhumans. I guess whatever. I don't like X-Men and Inhumans. I don't like Hulk. Maybe it'd be a shorter list if I said what superheroes I do kind of like. I'll get back to you on that one. I like the Marvel movies, but mostly because I like storylines that connect. I like Ant-Man, but that's mostly because of Paul Rudd. I was enjoying the Thor movies until, like, Taika Waititi went insane. Iron Man was cool, but I don't know that I mean, Captain America, Emmykins will, like, kick my ass. There's no Ant-Man or Thor. Oh, man. Ant-Man would have been so cool, though. Maybe I'll just stick to Marvel Snap. There's no Fantastic Four or Inhumans in the game. There's 2 X-Men. I have heard of Magic, but only because of Marvel Snap. Because she makes it so there's a turn 7 by changing the location to Limbo. She's a 5. I think she's a 5 cost. All right, time to circularize here. Fortunately, we have a ton of Delta V in this stage, so this thing's gonna get us to the Mun and then circularize us, and then we're not quite circularize, but we're gonna get to the Mun. We're gonna kind of circularize. We're gonna drop this onto the surface, and then we're gonna use this stage to dock with the other ship that we put out there on Monday. Just watching the numbers go up. Beautiful. Okay. Next up, we gotta get to the Mun. 3 days till our solar thingy happens. Is there anyone in chat who likes superheroes, like is really into comics and stuff? Because I would love to pick your brain. Like, what do you like about them? How did you get into it? Like, what are like your favorite comics or characters or whatever? As long as you're not like a total like weirdo about it. Because I have a coworker who's just, every time I talk to him about comics, it's like a slog, you know? Magic is a main character, pretty fun to play with, does a lot of relocating enemies with portals, kind of like Skirmisher in X2. I guess, yeah, Skirmisher does relocate enemies. I was thinking more like he relocates himself. But yeah, there's also the like pulling them up to you, or like, oh, but maybe that's the only one I can think of. Portals are good. I like portals. Rilip was moderately into comics before the MCU. The MCU has drained me of everything to do with them. Oh no, the dreaded comic fatigue. Or Marvel fatigue, or whatever they're calling it these days. These comic book movies will never take off. Not no way, not no how. Like, people forget Blade happened. Come on now. 20 seconds to burn. Let's get ready. Do the burn. With that in mind, we're going to go check out the Mun. We can check our path in real time. Disney fatigue at this point. Yeah, I kind of stopped watching movies like a long time ago. But not any, it's not that I hate any specific studio. I mean, obviously Disney is like evil or whatever. But if they make a good movie, I'll check it out. But I just haven't had the desire to go see any movies since Thor, Love and Thunder, I guess. I do want to go see Ant-Man. I'll probably go see Ant-Man just because I like Ant-Man and I like Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. And all the like wacky science shrinky stuff is kind of fun to watch. And I figure I don't need to see the movie to keep up with the ongoing story. Like I can just read the plot summary and read what the after credit scene is. Like, oh my gosh, a scroll showed up. What does this mean for the MCU? Oh, nothing. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, okay. I guess I need to go radial in now because something weird happened. The season pass is $50 for Midnight Suns and has Morbius. Okay, all right. They got Morbius. Venom, I hate Venom. Storm, don't care. Deadpool, don't care. I mean, Deadpool's funny, but it's like, why should I care? And I don't care about Morbius aside from the memes. Just, I don't know. What am I supposed to do with all this information? If you want any of those, spring for the more expensive edition that comes with those already. I mean, I don't want any of those is the thing. Okay. So we're on our transfer here. Doily, whatever we want to call her, is on the way. So next up, we have some other missions we can check out. We need to build a surface outpost on Minmus. So let's head to the Space Center and start designing that. Yeah, okay. So Rilip says, I would have liked Venom, but not enough to pay $50. Why would you have liked Venom? Why do people like Venom? Because to me, that whole saga, the Venom, the symbiotes, Carnage, etc., that just seems like peak 90s edgelord comics. And maybe that's what you like about it, I don't know. All that stuff, all that Rob Liefeld crap. I know that those aren't Rob Liefeld, but like Cable and Onslaught, and that time the X-Men all wore black leather jackets with chains and spikes and stuff for their uniforms. It's just so cringy from the vantage point of 2022. Who thought this was a good idea? Probably the same people who liked Nirvana. All right, new one. So this is a Minmus base. Here we go. So step one, throw a cupola on there. That's going to be our main device. So the way this is going to work is we're going to design it lengthwise first. And so for that, we're going to need a couple of very important pieces here. The hitchhiker, we're gonna need that because I believe this thing needs to have room for 5 Kerbals. So that's 4, 5. So there we go. That's 5. Then we just need a lab, which can be located here, like so. And then we'll look at the center of mass. We're going to grab another fuel tank, like so. And then 1. Here's the adapter. This one, the Rockomax. You just slap a little Clamptron on there. Like so. Boom. Okay. So this is the basic station design. So the way this is going to work is it's going to land horizontally. So it's going to fly whatever. You guys see what I'm talking about. we need to grab some twitches. Hey, twitch. Very cool. Then use some special symmetry to make sure that those point the same direction. And there we go. So let's look at the center of thrust. We want that to be as close to the center of mass as possible. So something like that. Perfect. So let's see how that looks with the fuel drain now. Because obviously that's going to change the calculation quite a bit. Not that much. Let's try to split the difference. Because it's gonna be like weird one way or the other. Okay, yeah, that works. So we're slightly behind and then we'll be slightly ahead, depending on how much fuel is left. All right, next up we need power. That's gonna be provided by some gigantors. Located here, conveniently. So these are gonna extend out. Do their little gigantor thing. Oh, I suppose we probably need some landing legs, huh? Let's grab those as well. We didn't unlock the big ones, did we? Hold up. Gonna go get the big ones. Do I need the stowaway? You could use the landing can, etc. Do I need the landing? Hold on. The lab counts as 2 on its own. Can probably get away with smaller part like the lander can. You're saying do the lab plus the lander can plus the cupola? Maybe. You grab advanced landing here. I didn't know that the lab counted it for Kerbal slots. I guess we can double check that before we leave. So yeah, let me swap out the hitchhiker for the lander can, which is just a better, overall a much easier thing to work with. I'm wondering, do I maybe want to include some girder work like we did before? Because I think that might make our lives a little easier. If we could, oh, another folder one. Oh, I love folding stuff, chat. It's the one time that I get to use robotics and it doesn't suck. There's some, hold up. There we go. So if I slap a girder on there, like so, and then we, hold on. What is the default trans? I don't know. And then we change that to be 0, 0, and then go like that. Okay, so it opens up, perfect. And then we throw the big solar panels on there, the gigantors. Oh man, it's not gonna do what I want it to do, is it? Hold up. Let me see. We can change the symmetry here. And then, nope, it does not like that. Oh no. Breaking it. Okay, there we go. There we go, that's what I wanted. I say we did it earlier. So now we keep everything stowed until we land, and then we extend out the arms, and then we can extend the solar panels like so. Look at that. That's awesome looking. You're gonna look at that, you're not gonna tell me that's awesome? If you extend the arms, the center of mass moves. It doesn't move that much. Like, it does move like very, very slightly. But yeah, I will try to account for that. And then we again need to look with low fuel because that's also a concern. Hey, perfect. With 0 fuel. And again, the center of mass isn't super important. We should have enough reaction wheels. In fact, I'll put an extra one on there just to be safe. Command and control, there we go. All right, do that. So there we go. Now we just need to throw some power on there. And to that end, I think it's time we make this thing go vertical. Okay. So what else do we need now? Oh, we need the legs. Hold up. Get those landing legs on there. So I picked up the new landing struts, the big boy ones. That's kind of annoying. Why do they look like that, chap? This might be a situation where I have to use move. Not. Oh no. Oh no. Why is it doing that? What the heck? We want it to be absolute? I hate trying to move stuff in this game. It sucks. Okay, you get it out of here. Let me try that again. Maybe it's fine the way it is. I don't want to screw with it too much, lest I risk angering the Kraken. I feel like that should work. How does this look, chap? Maybe put the reaction wheel on the other side will make my center of mass okay. I think I see what you're saying. Like so. We're saying we have to find a place to put the legs, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Shoot. What happened here? Something got goofed up with the legs. Yeah, we kind of needed that space. I wish we had more space here. That would be nice. No, symmetry is not happy. I can fix that. That's not an issue. I'm just trying to think, how do we squeeze this landing leg onto this side? Like I guess I could scooch this back a bit, but then we're running into problems here. I think we have to have the reaction wheel in the back just to give me a spot to put the legs. Okay, I want the legs, please. There we go. All right, so there's the legs. Now we're gonna try to move them. Okay, that's as far out as I can bring them. The game thinks I want to like remove them from the part, which is obviously not what I want to do, but what are you gonna do, I guess? I guess that's as far out as I can take them. Okay, never mind. Gonna look kind of goofy. So upon getting to space, we can extend the arms. Then as we're approaching our landing site, we can extend the legs. And I think that works well enough. The 54 Bear says, I tried making a lander like that. The result was ever so slightly catastrophic. I have definitely had issues with landers like this in the past. One of the problems is if your thrust to weight's not high enough, or your center of mass is all wonky, which is why I'm really trying to get everything lined up. And hey, thanks for stopping in. Welcome to the channel. Stay and enjoy the Kerbal Space program for a bit. You know what's always bugged me about these landing legs? They stow upside down, basically. The other two legs, they stow facing down. These ones go up. If you hold shift, you can then move them more. All right, let me try that. If I hold shift. Whoa, what is this black magic? Why? I wonder why that is. That's so strange. Okay, well, I don't want to move them any more than I have to, so let me make sure that it's just so that the orange is not peeking through. And then for this one, just so that the it's not showing through the texture there. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So here we go. Here's our lander. We have, this is going to be such a cool view for the people. They're going to like see the ground approaching. I wonder if we could land this from inside the vehicle. You can move them really far, like not even remotely attached. Yeah, I've never liked doing that. I think that's a little, I guess that's one way to make a pod racer. But yeah, I typically try to avoid doing exploits like that. Or at least things that I would consider to be exploits. All right, now we got to get it there. So we have a couple of options. Putting it in a fairing is one of the options. In fact, it's probably the only like realistic option, except I don't think the fairing, yeah, the fairing's not even big enough to cover it, so I guess we're just gonna be flying a brick today. Same as every other day. So, problem that I can foresee already is if we just put this here. Maybe we could, yeah, we don't need the fairing. Can we add this? Enable staging. There we go. So there we go. Have I checked the center map? Yeah, I have. So if we drain the fuel, it moves slightly forward, but not enough to like throw it off. So, and with the big reaction wheel, I'm not super worried about it. Plus this is going to Minmus, which is the most forgiving of the moons. That maybe Gilly, although Gilly has its own set of problems with the gravity is so low and Eve's gravity is so high that it's just like a pain in the ass to get there. Okay, so now we are going to grab, yeah, because this doesn't have any engine on its own for the back, so it just has the twitches on there. Oh, save, yes. And we're just gonna merge in the Conquistador, and we're gonna again do the same thing we just did and grab the whole bottom section. Okay, so here we have a big old lifter stage with an asparagus plus the transfer stage. And if we check the situation on Kerbin, yep, 1.31, good, good, good. Plus 0.7, but we should be pretty high up by then, and that's the skiff that gets us there. And then the whole assembly does the thing. I might want some fins on the bottom. Yes, okay, we'll put fins on it. You guys know how I feel about fins, but we'll try it. That ought to do it. Just a bunch of fins. Okay. So now, yeah, this does seem like a candidate for a good old-fashioned Star Shard loop-the-loop. Minmus didn't forgive you, 54 Bear? Well, listen. As long as you double-check your thrust-to-weight ratio, as long as you double-check your center of mass, and as long as you don't come in too hot. Hold up. Symmetry got knocked off. What is this? What is this nonsense? Hold up. Good thing I caught that before we got there. Jeez. That would have been bad. Okay. That's good. The bottom was fine. I don't know why it was just that one part. Also, this needs to come up. There. All right, so let's double check everything one more time. The engines are pointed the right direction. The landing legs are pointed the right direction. Should probably make sure this is all good. Because I am slightly concerned that these are gonna like flop open while we're taking off. Am I gonna build the fairing? No, I can't build the fairing. It's too big. It won't encompass the arms. What am I gonna do with the lab science? Oh right, good point. We need a way to send it back, huh? Use the Communitron. I think this is probably the best, just like general purpose antenna, right? Slap that on the top here, and then when it's open, it looks like that, which is, let's put it like that. Should be good enough. Okay. All right. Any more bright ideas anyone would like to contribute? I guess an extra battery or two wouldn't hurt. Hold up. I can't, it does not like me trying to, oh, there we go. Say it wouldn't let me do the thing. Gonna need some batteries. Yep, we got batteries now. We're gonna need, probably want to put some science on there to actually gather science. On the way. One of these. I'm not gonna worry about like a Science Junior or anything. Oh, okay, that's gonna clip. We don't want that. But a magnetometer, boom. And these should be light enough they don't throw off anything. If you have the ground science, it can start making your some stuff for free in the background. Yeah, good idea. So let's include the, we're gonna need, okay, the seismometer, that's a good one. The voltaic panel, of course we need that. This doesn't have inventory. This has inventory. Not the weather analyzer, the goob and the Communitron. Okay, there we go. Oh, we need the experiment control station. Hold up. Let's swap out the grand slam for the experiment control center. So that's the power, the center plus the goob plus the Communitron. All right, anything else? No, I do not want the weather. That is correct. Repair kits. We don't have room for repair kits. Shoot. Am I gonna have to include one of those little cargo storage units? It's not the worst thing in the world. Does that clip? Let's find out. Surprisingly, no, that doesn't clip, but I'm still not gonna do that. It's a little bit too close. We'll just plop that. Oh, I just realized this is the, wait, which side's the top? This is the top. Okay. These dang legs are throwing me off. So we could just open this up. Slap. Oh wait, the game does not like me trying to squeeze stuff in here. Okay, forget it. I don't know why they even have those stupid doors. Might be worth adding an entire cargo section. Yeah, maybe. Not a service bay. The center cargo. Just a container module. Oh, this is a tiny one. Where's the big one? This one? Yes, this one. Good. I think we'd probably want to put it up here. Ooh, hope that doesn't throw anything off. Okay, there's the cargo section. Let's double check again on the center mass. So we'll move all of these to there. Then we'll grab the EVA experiments kit, which we can put in the lab. Sure, we'll grab 2. Why not? We'll grab some repair kits, even though I hope we don't have to use them. But better... What the heck? Get out of the way. Better safe than sorry, and they don't weigh that much. I want to check my... Yeah, I'm gonna fix the staging before we launch. I just want to get everything set up here. I guess we could grab the Grand Slam now, since we have room. Hold up. Okay, this is the comms. I can see the little antenna. This is the solar panel. This is the goob. This is the control. This is the Grand Slam. Okay. We have all of that. So this is a bunch of science. We have the antenna that we need. And we will in fact fix the staging eventually. Game. There, okay. So we put the fairing on, then we'll truss structures on, yes. Okay. Let's check the staging once again. Does anyone have anything? Gonna need more solar unless you have a level 2 engineer. Is that seriously one of the ones we don't have? We have Bob and we have Bill, who's not even a level 1. Verley, where have you been, Verley? Orbit around Kerbin. If we send an engineer... Okay, you're right. We'll send an extra solar panel. Doesn't hurt us that much. I mean, it kind of weighs a lot, but it doesn't weigh enough that it should be an issue. Okay, so an engineer level 1 provides 2 power units, and we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 things, because the solar panel doesn't need its own thing, right? Okay. Bring a trained engineer. This part will only produce enough power for 1 other unit. Gotcha. Right. So we have Bob and Verley. We have Mitgar as our pilot, who figure something out when we get there. How about Fredzer? What does Fredzer have? He's planted a flag on the moon. Let's bring him, because that way he can level up. I think it might be worthwhile to set some action groups. And also, is YouTube... I paused my video again, chat. They really, really like to do that to me. Custom 1. Target angle. Incremental control, normal control. Absolute control. Controller input is directly mapped to the setting of this field. Keyboard control will move the field from minimum to maximum instantly. Okay, yeah, that's what we want, I believe. We press 1, these flop out, and then 2 is going to be the solar panels. Yep. Oh. I don't get to have that. Is that... Have I not unlocked that yet? Action group to take science might be nicer. Oh, wait, what am I doing? What the heck's an axis group? Am I stupid? Get that out of here. I should be using these ones. Action groups. There we go. Toggle motor engaged. Reset to build angle. All right, forget it. We're gonna try 2. extend solar panel, or toggle solar panel, I guess is better. In case we accidentally screw something up. Rilip, how do I, or was I want to extend the hinge. I've forgotten how to do this because it's been so long. Toggle hinge, what does that do? Does that switch it between minimum and maximum? Axis group is for creating your own yaw, pitch, roll, thrust sliders. I don't want to do that. I just want to switch it from closed position to open position, which I believe would do something like this, or this. This. Flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop. Is that correct? Usually you'd use a cow controller to move the robotics. Yeah, well, I don't wanna. So there. Not sure what toggle does, might work. I think I've had it toggle before, so we're just gonna try that out. We'll test it out on the launch pad before we leave. And then you said action group to gather all the science. Let's try that. Action groups. I don't usually use action groups. It's a little weird for me. Where do my action groups go? They disappeared, chat. There we go. Use 3. Observe mystery go. Run magnetometer report. Log pressure data. Log seismic data. Log temperature. Anything else? I think that's all the science that we have on the vessel. So we press the 3. Is that all we need? I get we'd have to pull all the information manually, right? Or does this, are we able to use the lab to snag all the information, then reset all the experiments? You know, screw it, we'll just try it on the launch pad. Things should be relatively stable, I think. But just to be safe, we'll grab some launch stability enhancers here. Not 6 is maybe a little bit overkill. Let's just go with the 2. And actually, we should deploy this on the runway first, I think. That might be smart. All right, let's save that. And also, yeah, make sure this all still works. Nothing has gotten screwed up as far as I can tell. Let's head over to the old space plane hangar and test her out before we actually try to get her on the Minmus. Try to get her off the planet. That could be a disaster. I would like the Minmus base. Load her in. Too big? Too big, chat. I can't actually see the top. Well, this is a bit awkward. How do I deal with this? There we go. That works. So we just need to remove the entire back section. We're gonna test this thing. Let's have the legs extended to begin with, like so. And save it. Not cargo. Midgar. Try this thing out, huh? See how she looks. I'll make sure everything's level here. Everything looks level. The space plane hangar can't support vessels over 30 parts. Don't give me that garbage. Oy. Hold on, chat. I have to upgrade the space plane hangar. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't want to do that, chat. Can we just... It's too many parts. It's too heavy. It's I can't even use the dang runway because it's not... Okay, so the full price would be 600,000 Kerbucks just to test this thing. Just transfer it to the VB. Yeah, I get that I can do that, but I can't. I wanted to do it on the runway, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So we'll just bring it over to the VAB and test it on the launch pad, I guess. Where are you? There we go. All right, let's test it on the launch pad. Just throw Midgar back in there. Let's see how it sits on the launch pad. Could save, upgrade, then load. I can't load, Rilip. We've been over this. I could go to the other thing, I guess, but it doesn't matter. This looks like it works. Oh, this sits a little... It won't matter on Minmus, but it is a little heavy in the back. Got a little bit of junk in the trunk there. So one, okay, toggles. Extend the solar panels. Let's make sure the rotation doesn't clip the ground. It shouldn't. Oh, that is sexy. Heck yeah. Test the science. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I think this thing should work. Again, it's a little heavy in the back, but I think that's fine. If anything, we could just... Yeah, there's no stress on the landing legs or anything. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, I can't revert Rilip. I'm gonna recover. All this, I get nobody else plays on hardcore mode, but I cannot revert. I cannot quick load or quick save. Everything is permanent. It's hard mode. Even if I wanted to, which I have occasionally wanted to, I can't revert. Okay, we got 4 science from that. So I think it's ready to launch. Let's do it. I'm satisfied with the design. I think it's going to do what we need it to do. Worst case scenario, we get there. Oh, I guess I should make sure it has the information that it needs, right? Let's do that first. Really refuses. You guys, I know, are like, why is Starshard crazy? Why is he playing in hard career? Because it's a challenge. Anybody can play in normal mode. And the 54 Bear says no easy escape clause. Sounds like marriage. Womp womp. Something like that. All right, so this does in fact match everything we need. We just have to land it on Minmus. Let's go ahead and get the full Monty on the launch pad. And hope it doesn't explode. Or do any of the other things that could potentially happen here. Considering this is going to cost us a pretty penny. The base itself is 52,000. How much am I getting for this anyway? Rilip says, I would suggest you roll out a cargo container on wheels at some point and deploy the ground science on Kerbin for free science. Okay, we'll try that. Build a new surface outpost on the Mun. Yeah, I seem to recall this was giving us quite a bit of money. We got a 62,000 advance and the completion is 164,000. So the 62 covers the base itself. How much is the whole thing altogether? Because this isn't gonna be very cash positive. Like, we're gonna make money on it, but it's not gonna be a whole lot in this base. Okay, no, it's not too bad. So we're gonna make a total of like 220,000. So we're making about 100,000, if assuming this doesn't explode. Let's check all the engineering stuff. Parachute missing, empty crew cabins. That's fine. Missing ladder, docking port used as decoupler. That's fine. Unused monoprop. That's true. We could drop the monoprop from everything. Okay. Save us a little bit of weight. I'm gonna launch and get $5. I'm gonna get more than that. So let's go ahead and swap out the pilot for Fredzer, who will level up after we do this. Bob is our scientist. And our engineer, I don't think it matters. Maybe if we have one that's orbited around the Mun. Orbited around Minmus, that's Cloudguard. Okay, we'll just take Mildoc then. All right, here we go. This is for all the marbles, chat. If this thing crashes and burns, we're gonna lose a lot of money, a lot of rep, and a lot of something. I guess I'm gonna lose a lot of points as far as stream goes. All right. Take a big swig of water.
Tell the crew to push the whopper button.
I hit 2 buttons at the same time. Don't worry about it. They're right next to each other. Here we go. All right, pretty stable so far. No issues. Thrust await's looking good. It is going to be time to drop the first thing here. We are tipping over slightly. That is cause for a little bit of concern, but oh, okay, we're pulling a little bit to the south here, or the north, or whatever, whichever direction that is. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Okay, I think the fins were a good idea. Thank you, Rilip. That's really helping. Yeah, this is definitely a little unstable. Oh god, I hate launching these big ass things. There's too many things I gotta pay attention to right now. I gotta watch the nav ball. I gotta be waiting to drop fuel tanks. Okay. Trying not to flip over. I gotta watch apoapsis. Okay, twist. We're good. Okay, we're good. Can't even think about looking at chat. SAS wasn't on. Holy crap. That explains so much. I was like, why does it keep moving? Thank you, Rilip. I'm glad I glanced at chat briefly. That was actually surprisingly stable for SAS being off. All right, the asparagus once again saving our bacon here with maximum efficiency. There goes the last bit. And now we can begin to go to orbit. Yikes. Yeah, given the lack of SAS, it's a pretty solid launch, huh? That just goes to show how good I've gotten at the game, I guess. Or how solidly built this station is that it didn't immediately flip upside down and explode. You guys remember when I was doing the career earlier this year? I want to say I was launching a new space station, and for whatever reason, it just like fell over on the launch pad. I don't remember if it was a space station or it was some kind of like combo launcher lander or something. But I took off. I tried to correct a burn, and then the whole thing just flipped over and exploded. And I determined that it was because we had flipped a lander cam upside down, and that was what we were using to actually be the control. Yeah, that's not ever. Hopefully that never happens again. 54 Bear likes the headphones. Thank you. They have become part of the stream now. If I get new headphones, they basically have to be pink cat headphones. No alternatives. Except no substitutes, chat. Speaking of no substitutes, this stream is brought to you by nobody. Rilip, yeah, yep. See, Rilip's had it happen to him too. You hit prograde, the whole thing starts flipping upside down because the controls, whatever you're using for the control is upside down. And it's like, oh, well, I want to be facing the other way, so let me just do that. And then next thing you know, you're upside down. Fun. All right, this should be enough to get us to min-miss. Let's, oof, we got a little high there. Go ahead and set min-miss as target so we can change our inclination. And yes, I know it's more efficient to launch into min-miss inclination, but that's requires too much patience. Oh yes, this stream is brought to you by Emmykins, who, if you missed the movie night last night, got extremely drunk. And yeah. It was pretty funny. Good time. I know Rilip, you were there. You know who said he was going to show up and then did not show up? Vulcan Rider. So if you see him in the chat, go ahead and shame him. We need to, we're ascending, we want to go down. We need to want to point the other way. I hope I'm going the right way, chat. Nope, going the wrong way. Go the other way. Made possible by financial support / contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. And from... It was always like, for the PBS stuff, it's always some big sponsor. Like this program brought to you by Google. And the generous contributions of viewers like you. Like, no, they're not viewers like me. They're probably like rich people. Because viewers like me are just happy to have something to watch for free. I remember when I used to have a car, I still had the car, and I was driving to work. I would listen to NPR. So NPR, of course, is Minnesota Public Radio, as opposed to NPR, which is National Public Radio. They sound very similar, though, so I have to explain that. Although they are, it's like part of the... NPR is part of NPR, like kind of somehow. I don't know how it all works. But I feel like they were constantly like begging for money. Like they'd always have some kind of donation drive going on. Be like, and if you donate now in the next 30 minutes, you get these extremely comfortable socks and a Minnesota State Parks Pass. How close am I to work now? It's like a 1.5 miles, I think. I just walk. So it's yeah, I used to, when I was working, because I went to school like 45 minutes away from here, so I had to drive, and then I got a job there too, and then I got a job in the town where I live, which meant I didn't have to drive to work, so now I can just walk. Rilip, 1.5 miles is excellent distance when it's super snowy out, because then it's nice and cold. Those are my favorite days to walk to work. And if it's super snowy out, I'll just work from home. Like, if it's snow day levels. It never is. We're just gonna adjust our inclination here. Being very careful. Try to keep our indicator inside the anti-normal indicator. I am secretly a polar bear. I have not yet done the polar bear plunge. They do a polar bear plunge every year here in like February. And I'm always like, oh guys, I'm gonna do it. And then I don't do it because that would require me to like be downtown on a Saturday or something. It's just not gonna happen if I can avoid it. And by downtown, it's a small town in Minnesota. There's not a whole lot going on. There's more going on in our downtown than like some of the much smaller towns nearby that don't even have a downtown. So we got that going, which is nice. Next up, we need to do a transfer to Minmus, which is going to be 9:30. Oh, we also need to circularize. Hold up. Let me circularize first. They're calling for another 13 inches? Oh, heck yeah. I hope I get some snow. It rained like all day yesterday and melted a bunch of the snow. I was so bummed out. I was just walking home in the rain. Like, this is not proper December weather. But yeah, hopefully it snows. Hopefully it all freezes and turns everything to ice and then snows and covers it all up. It'll be great. It'll be hilarious. I'm sure I'll see another news story about some guy who was going like 75 on the highway and just like crashed into a ditch. Like, buddy, listen, you live in Minnesota. It's winter. Slow down. Or don't, whatever. I don't drive, I don't care. Emmykin's phone said that the snow is supposed to start tonight even. All right. Well, then I'm in for a wonderful treat tomorrow morning. I suppose it wouldn't kill us. Go ahead and extend our solar panels to make sure we have power. And then we'll just have to remember to stow them before we land. Beautiful. Oh, this is like almost perfect lengthwise too. That's crazy. Granted, this part isn't going to be coming with us, but that's fine. It doesn't know that. So it's going to be a little awkward when we land and these things are extending way farther out the back. Fine. Fine. So chat, I know you guys are still interested. I was playing some more Oxygen Not Included today. And I think I've reached the point in my base where I just need to wrap it up, do a win condition, and start over. Because a lot of the earlier kind of spur of the moment building decisions are coming back to bite me now. I tried to build a petroleum boiler, but I had no place to put all the heat that I was adding to the system. So basically, if I wanted to make it work, I'd have to go back and rebuild the whole dang thing, which just I have no interest in. Realip doesn't know what the wind conditions on your map are. The wind conditions are the same in every map. It's go through the temporal tear, research 20. These are either, you can do any of these, by the way. You go through the temporal tear, you build a monument, or you research 20 different artifacts, 10 of each kind, and that's DLC exclusive. I think I'm going to do the temporal tear because all I need to do is set up a small power plant on the snow planet, the tundra planet, shoot some rad bolts into the temporal tear opener, and then just send a rocket through, and then we're done. I could also theoretically build the monument, but it's going to take so much steel. I think it would just be faster to do the temporal tear at this point. Okay, let's go ahead and circularize here. That's close enough. We're not going into the atmosphere now. Minmus is over there, so we're gonna start our maneuver here. 930. And yeah, you can see we're pretty close already, so let's just scooch that around a bit. Beautiful. Already got an encounter. Much too close. All right, that should be good enough. We'll go from there. Realip never considered winning the game before. I mean, you win, but then you can keep playing, so it's more of a like final achievement or whatever. I think the ultimate challenge run in Auction Not Included is the all achievements run, because there are some achievements that are really, really hard to get at the same time, like in the same save. So that's probably the hardest thing you can do in that game, like if you're trying to challenge yourself. Obviously, if you're brand new, everything's going to seem like a challenge, but eventually it gets to the point where you're generating infinite water, your base is the perfect temperature, all your dupes basically do nothing all day because everything's automated. That's when you have to start thinking about challenging yourself. And Rilip, okay, let's see. There's a big message from Rilip about, my parents are flying back from Germany, not sure yet if they'll make it back ahead of the storm. I told them if it's the 1 to 3 inches on Thursday we're expecting, it's no problem. But if it's a blizzard, good luck to them. They're flying back now? Like they're on their way at the moment? Because that's what, like a 8-hour flight? I've only flown to Germany. I guess I've flown to Germany twice. Maybe? I don't remember where we landed when I was going to Afghanistan. I don't think it was a straight shot from New York to Kyrgyzstan. We might have had it stopped in Germany or something. Or it could have just been a straight shot. What do I know? I don't remember. And then, of course, when my dad got stationed in Germany, we flew from... How did that work? We didn't go from Hawaii straight to Germany. No, we were in California at the time. It was California to Germany. We must have gone to like LAX or something. They get in at 11:30 tomorrow. They're leaving in their evening. Okay. All right, that'll be fun. I mean, it's upstate New York, assuming that they're flying close to where you are. They're used to dealing with conditions like that. Unless they're landing in just like LaGuardia or something. Okay, here we go. So once we get out to Minmus, we're gonna have to probably do some very short, small burns to try to get this exactly how we want it. They live in Watertown too? Okay, that's cool. Oh. Long ass burns, man. At least we're not using like the nukes or the ions or something. Those burns take so freaking long. Unless you're pushing something very, very light, and even then, like assuming if you have ions with just like a tiny little probe, it's still gonna take a decently long time to get where you're trying to go. All right, so here we go. We're just gonna push this close as we can. Looks like we're gonna get there in 3 hours. Oh, what is this? We gotta go inwards, I guess. Yeah, I guess we gotta aim at the target maneuver node. Is it level 4 that the pilots unlock that? Level 3 or level 4? Hopefully Jeb can pick that up once he goes solar. Unfortunately, I think level 3 is the highest we can get if we don't go interplanetary, which, considering we're trying to avoid that, if at all possible, would be nice. Okay. And we're there. Okay. 25 is good enough for me. Let's go ahead and set another alarm. This one way the heck out here. Double check that. That's in 2 days, 5 hours. 2 days, 5 hours. Yes. All right, we're good there. So now we're going to head over to our MUN mission, I believe. They get radial in and normal, anti-normal at 2. So 3 might be target. Well, then what's the purpose of getting even higher levels? Warp to next. Yeah, let's just warp to next. That's one of the things that always bum me out. Like, they really need to lean more into the specialization in KSP2. I guess I don't need to, but it would be nice if they did. If they're like, hey, if you have a whatever, you have a level 5 pilot, you actually, your engines actually gain ISP or something like that. Rilip's gonna Google it for me. Thank you, Rilip. You're the best. That's why I defer to you on all important decisions, like whether I should buy a video game. Anything else that came out recently? Hold on. Let me look at my Steam front page. Oh, High on Life. Right, that stupid Rick and Morty-esque game. Unless you like that, in which case, hey, that awesome new Justin Roiland game just came out. Maybe you'll enjoy that. Lost Ark. Ark Survival Evolved. Grid Miner. What is Grid Miner? This is strategy casual building puzzle story rich, huh? Grid Miner is a real-time strategy puzzle game where you mine asteroids to gather resources and expand your space station. Unlock new tools and utilities as you progress through levels, maintain your quotas. Okay, so it's a level-based puzzle game. Got it. They get all the modes at 3 stars, nothing at 4 and 5. Well, that's actually kind of good for me because they're not going to get 4 and 5. Zero Seavert. What is this? This looks like... Oh, it's like an action game. SteamWorld Quest, new Genesis Phantasy Star Online 2. Cartel Tycoon. None of these speak to me. Land of the Vikings. I have Valheim already, thank you. What else? What else? Lil Gator game. I'm looking at the new and trending now. Garden Galaxy. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. So yet another Final Fantasy VII game. Oh my god, it's got Zack. You guys remember Zack from Final Fantasy VII? He's so badass. Yes, we all remember Zack, except the people who don't. Not that cool, guys. Come on now. Oh, the G tolerance goes up. Yeah, but that's not even enabled on hard. That's like a custom setting thing you have to turn on, right? I mean, that's pretty good if you have it enabled, I guess. But I don't. Okay, so we are going to... Oh wow, the sphere of influence changes are going to be really close for these. 2 days, or like hours, a couple hours apart. Let's get ready to circularize. And we're also going to try to get a quick encounter with the fuel transfer vehicle. But turn retrograde. How are we doing on electric charge? Let's open up the solar panels here. Just, oh, hold up. Nope, turn off auto strut. Oh god. What happened? What did I do? I don't want auto strut. Oh god. Chat, I turned on auto strut to one of these. I don't know how to turn it off. Is it this one? There we go. Disabled. Thanks. Ugh. Okay, we're good. That was close. I don't know if that would have affected anything, but I don't like messing with stuff like that mid-flight for what I hope are obvious reasons. It screws something up very easily. All right, there we go. So now it's just a matter of trying to get as quick of an encounter as we can. Also, hey, heads up chat, we're almost at halftime. If you've got funny videos to get them in now. I'll get the beans ready. I'll warm them up for you. We have here the Jelly Belly Bean Boozleds, the meme beans that I will eat. Maybe, if I laugh. Maybe you'll get a pity bean. Maybe not tonight, though. Because I keep giving you guys pity beans, even though I don't laugh. Oh, good news, chat. You guys remember how I was complaining about the mic arm, like, causing all kinds of issues for me? I finally just moved it over slightly, and turns out I have, like, ripped off a piece of my desk, And that's why it kept falling over. Like the whole part of the desk that I had attached it to is just like broken. So now it was all flimsy, and that's why it kept falling over. So I just slid it over a couple inches, tightened it up real good. Hopefully that doesn't break right away, and that'll buy me a couple of months. I mean, this, where I had it before, it lasted me almost the whole year, so I don't know what's going on with that. The mic stand was fine. The desk was, well, yeah, the mic stand itself was fine. The underlying structural stability of the desk is not doing so hot. I mean, this is a garbage desk. I literally got it out of the garbage. And I think I'm gonna start looking for a new one that has room for a second monitor at least. Although the issue isn't so much the desk, it's the location that I have it in. I'm backed into a corner here, quite literally. All right, we're gonna hit periapsis. And then we're gonna, once we pass the intersect, we're just gonna go nuts. Watch this. Boom. Ooh, and one more. Nope. I biffed it, chat. I biffed it hard. Let me try to unbiff it, if at all possible. Thought I could grab an extra one. Turns out I was wrong. So we're just gonna burn out a little bit there. I do have plenty of Delta V, it's true. It's more the like moral of the story though. The principle of the thing. That's what I was trying to say. It's the principle of the thing, you see. Okay, there we go. Separation will be close enough. We'll figure that out when we get there. The real issue is the fact that I'm supposed to drop this tank, but maybe I don't want to just yet. The question then becomes, can I actually maneuver with this giant ass tank attached? Probably not with these tiny little RCS boards. So in that case, I think we're just going to try to drop it off once we get over here. So let's do a little loop. Might want to come back to it someday. I don't think that's even remotely something that I'm going to want to do, because that's going to involve a claw. And you guys know how I feel about claws. I don't trust them. They're on my list of things not to trust in KSP, which is a very extensive list. Urban has it over on his channel. Maybe I should get a copy of it over here. I have a docking port? Not on this one, no. The docking port is on the front of this one. There's not a docking port here, it's just a decoupler. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burn retrograde. I'm just gonna crash this bad boy into the surface of the mud. And then I'm gonna flip around. That's good enough. I'm gonna flip around to go prograde. I'm gonna decouple, and then I'm gonna use the little spark engine, which I did not actually check. Okay, it does have enough thrust to weight. I'm gonna say, if this doesn't have enough thrust to weight to land on the mud, I've wasted a whole lot of time. But it does, so. Oh, God, I did it again. Chat, this is exactly what happened last time. I forgot to decouple. Fortunately, this has way more fuel in it. Oh, God. Yeah, this thing's going right into the ground. This very expensive engine. We're going to just slam it into the mud. But whatever, who cares? Okay, do that. Okay, now I want to point prograde, then decouple, then burn. Let's try to do it in that order this time. All right, step one, point prograde. Are we good? Yes. Decouple. Complete. All right, now circularize, and re-achieve intersect. Get that rendezvous back up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, it's going. Okay, hold up. That could be a bit of a problem. We'll be ahead of it, though. That's much easier to deal with than being behind. All right, here we go. Gonna zoom, zoom, zoom. So yeah, this debris is just gonna go crash. This, ooh, that's cutting it kind of close. Actually, Rilla, can you look at the Delta V map real quick and tell me how much Delta V it is to land on the Mun from a circular orbit? Or if anybody knows off the top of their head. I want to say it's around 800, but I don't remember exactly. All right, so we're gonna point at the target here. Now comes my favorite part. Achieving the rendezvous. $580 from 14K up. Oh, nice. That's not too bad then. This should get us down and back with a bit to spare then. Okay, come on, come on. Where's our target? Stay on target. Stay on target. Where is it though? There it is. Okay. All right, time to attempt to move towards the target now. Doily, you've turned off your targeting computer. Doily, you're fine. You're good. Oh, our parry apps. This is now inside the Mun. That's not usually a place you want to be. Fine though. It's temporary while we attempt to adjust our. Use the forest? No, I'm using the targeting computer. All I look at is the nav ball. I've talked about this so many times. When you're doing rendezvous, look at the ball. Don't look at what's up here. Look at what's down here. All right, so here is our target approaching us. Pretty rapid speed. We're gonna start trying to slow down to match velocities. So chat, I found out today that apparently Bad Santa 2 is like really bad. I'm always looking at the balls. It's true. That's what they're there for. They're there to look at. But if you recall, I did bring up during the Smasher Pass last night, Bad Santa came up. And I said that there was a Bad Santa 2. Turns out it's actually really bad. Don't watch it if you don't have to. Bad Santa 1 is still good though. Allegedly, I have not seen it. Okay. We're almost there. Look at that. That beautiful little station. So I think we can probably retract the solar panels for safety. We don't want those things to break off. You'd really be shocked to hear that Bad Santa 2 is in fact bad. I mean the movie's bad, not the character. The character is also bad. Okay, here we go. Look at that. See chat, this is how you do a rendezvous in KSP. Let the target come to you. Go ahead and set that as the target. And now we're gonna flip around. And it is time to do some two-handed Kerbal playing. I've been playing one-handed until now. Now I'll show off the full force of my abilities. Hold up, I gotta get oriented here. Yeah. There we go. I've only seen one movie with Billy Bob Thornton, says Rilip. What movie was it? I can't even think of the movie he's been in. He was like in Monsters Ball with Halle Berry, and that's the only movie, the only other movie I can think of him being in it. Okay, slow it down, slow it down. Why RCS is so good. Take a pushing 10 if you get the chance. I don't know what that means, but I will try it if I can figure out what it means. All right, next up, we're gonna control from here. Set this as the target. And then we're gonna point at the target just to simplify things. Hey, buddy, now's not really a great time for you to be up here. I'm kind of in the middle of a maneuver. Can, Emmykins? Can you, okay, he's fine. All right, we're good. I think he's still below frame. You can't see it. Take a look at. Take a look at Bad Santa. Take a look at. What the heck? Fun. I'll try to parse chat in a second. I gotta do this docking maneuver. Oh, I see that the hinges have folded back up for some reason. Why does that not surprise me? Because those damn hinges are always screwing up. That's why. Don't trust them. Okay. Turn off SAS. Why are these... locked? Lock. Should be locked. Stop moving. Do not flop around. Turn down the damping. Maybe that'll help. Lock. I don't know if lock does what I want it to do. Oh, Pushing Tin. That's the name of the movie. Okay. Movie with Billy Bob Thornton, Angelina Jolie, and John Cusack. The Man Who Wasn't There is the movie Rilip was thinking of. I couldn't parse what Pushing Tin was. I didn't realize it was the name of a movie because it doesn't make any sense as like the title of a film. All right, we achieved docking. There we go. We got a bunch of money for that. So all we're gonna do next is transfer some fuel out of fuel tanks here. And I believe, oh, we don't have monoprop in here. Okay, that's slightly concerning, although we used less than one full unit of monoprop to do this docking, so maybe it's not all bad. Let's see. Dock 2 vessels. We did that. Plant flag on Minmus, plant flag on the Mun. All right, let's try to land this thing now. Where are we landed though? Where are we dropping, boys? Take a look here. We've been to the East Farside Crater. We've also been to the East Farside Crater on this side, which is not actually the East Farside Crater. Looks like there's one we haven't been to, but it's too dark for me to look at right now, so we won't do that one. Lock means they shouldn't move anymore, but they in fact will still move when you're not looking at it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Freaking KSP, man. What's my plan to get the Kerbals back home? The lander doesn't come home. This thing is coming home, though. And in fact, I should probably go ahead and decouple it, because I think we're done doing anything that requires this portion now that this pilot is here. Okay, there we go. Granted, that does in fact leave a big old shroud behind, which is a little annoying. I should have maybe used the other one, the one that splits it, but this doesn't look that bad. Go ahead and do some SAS there. So this is sort of a more or less permanent thing until we run out of fuel. We do have quite a bit of fuel in there to keep filling up the T100s here. However, this thing is designed to come home. So there you go. And in fact, that's what we're going to do here. I believe we determined it was about 270 meters per second to aero capture. Let's try that. Oh, I was right on the money the first time. Amazing. There we go. You guys have any movie recommendations for movies with Randy Quaid? I've seen Independence Day. I've seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I've seen Not Another Teen Movie. I want to know if there's any movies where he doesn't play a crazy person. Is that something that he's done in the past? The only two movies that come to mind are the first two I said. Okay, well, then I don't know. I don't know then. I guess he kind of gets typecast as a crazy person, considering he is a crazy person. But, yeah. He must have been in something. I mean, he got cast in Independence Day. Is he like a Gary Busey type situation? Like he was normal at one point and then like something happened and now he's like his brain doesn't work correctly anymore? Because Emmykins was watching the Buddy Holly movie where Gary Busey plays Buddy Holly and he's just like a normal guy, like normal actor man. But then later he's in like The Ginger Dead Man. He's in the movie with the dog where he turns into a dog that I don't remember the name of. I'm sure Emmykins can tell me. Pretty much. Randy Quaid was in Brokeback Mountain. What the heck? What was he doing in that movie? Was he a gay cowboy? Or was he just a regular guy? Find that. Okay. Things looking good so far. Our return vessel is good. Hallis, our fella that we I'm remembering now why we wanted to have a scientist at that base. It's probably fine. Hallis is one of the rescues that we picked up. So we can go ahead and go back to the Space Center and check for our newest mission that we can take. He played Joe Aguirre. Quigley was the name of the movie where Gary Busey's a dog. Yes, that's the one. Also, chat, you forgot to remind me it's halftime. Let me clean up a little bit here. Explore Minmus. Dock 2 vessels around Minmus. Okay, we can do that. Anything else? Haul a swivel into light above Kerbin. That's probably doable, but it's not. I don't know that it's worth it. Finish construction of a rover. Build a new surface outpost on the Mun. For 11 Kerbals, not happening. Okay. So chat, here we go. We have the beans. Cat is here to keep me company. I'm gonna head over to the camera. Hello, it's me, Star Shard, your favorite streamer. If you're here right now, I might be your favorite streamer. It's a very, very slow night tonight. Bald. So let's see. Remember, you can post your links in the Discord or send them to Emmykins, or I guess just at this point post them in chat. Okay, so we have one from Rainbow Yeti. This is from Monday, but it didn't get in time for the watch time. I think I've seen this one before. Let me head over to the link here. Oh, why is it auto playing again? Why are my closed captions Chinese? That's okay. I don't need them to be Chinese. Thank you. And then we're going to capture. We're going to go ahead and capture the correct window. Not that one, the other one. Nope, that's Discord. So here we go. Matt Carmart was talking about how nobody was in the stream when I checked in earlier. Said it was like the old days when he was just talking to himself. Well, that's great for him. For me, that's the current days. But it's fine. Maybe everybody's busy today. I mean, Christmas is coming up. A lot of people are probably like visiting family. So here we go. This is called Catch the Ice, Dude. From the channel is called The Dude. I've seen this video before, but let's check it out. Maybe it'll make me laugh. Even Amaranth only has 6,500. What the heck? That's like a third of what she's usually got.
Willst du noch eine Rede halten?
Hand hoch.
Alles da.
Sounds like they're speaking German.
Ich zieh mich da gleich sofort raus.
Warte, ich filme das Wasser, warte. Eis hier überall. Ja,
Ist egal, überall rein.
in der Mitte am besten da.
Ja.
Yep.
Ich will nicht mal gucken, nicht dass das zu hart ist.
I understand some of those
Yeah.
words.
Motherfucker, fuck the fucking world, and my new band is called Siskill.
Chad, I want to laugh so bad at this. But I must not. I must not laugh.
Guck mal, es geht gar nicht runter.
Yeah, don't do that in the future. If any of you have a pool or a pond and it's frozen, because you're either gonna go through the ice and like possibly freeze to death, or you're gonna hurt your butt like that, like this poor guy. So excellent submission, Rainbow Yeti. Thank you, even if you're not here. Just next time we see Rainbow Yeti, thank them for this wonderful video. Although, unfortunately, I have seen it. If I had not seen this, I would probably be laughing right now. But I was anticipating it. So, let's leave these guys to their laughter as we head over to the next video that has been submitted by Emmykins. And she knows this might make me laugh. So, here we go. Just 20 seconds.
Swing your tits from side to side. Come on, everybody, let's go to Mario. Suck my dick. And then again. Come on, everybody, let's go to Mario. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Just like that.
So good. So professional. A true hero to streamers everywhere. That is, of course, Jabroni Mike doing the Mario. He's Vine Sauce adjacent for those of you unfamiliar. And here we have one from Rilip. This looks like the last one. We're going to check this out. This is called My Cousin Oscar. Who is Oscar? It's your cousin, I guess. This is 3 minutes long. Let's see if I can make it through without laughing. That's pretty much what happened at TwitchCon. Yeah, kind of. They didn't have enough foam in the foam pit, I guess, and you just slam into the concrete. Yeah, put more foam in that foam pit next time. This is my cousin Oscar. I told him WA is about to vote on daylight savings and that most people would vote against it. About a week later, Oscar sent me this. Okay.
Hi, Dave. Hi, in Australia. It's Oscar here in Iceland. I got your email the other day.
Oh, WA is
It made me really
Western
fucking
Australia.
angry. You know, I get 3 hours of sunlight per day. Every day, 3 hours. And you are arguing about 1 hour. Guess what time it is? Look around. It's a beautiful day in sunny Reykjavik at 20 minutes past 3 o'clock. No. I have... Sorry, Dave. My camera is broken. I have to sit for 2 hours in front of ultraviolet light. That's so that they help my mind and my skins from being healthy. I drink this lychee. Do you know what lychee is?
What is lychee?
Oil from fish.
Oh.
I drink fish shits 2 times per day. This stops me from being funny in the head. It's called
Ice Madness.
Heather, Dave, I want you to do this for me. I want you to show everybody in your steely city some things that I do in my life. I'll take you for a journey. Come with me. This is what I do every day after coming from work. I take my dog for a walk in this beautiful park here. Can you see? No, you can't see because it's fucking too dark. Hey, You haven't seen my dog, have you? Stallone, you know, Stallone, like the cliffhanger movies. Stallone.
Was he in
Come
those?
on. Stallone! Stallone!
Is that the one where he
Oh,
says
shit.
Adrian?
Hey, now I'm going on a journey to one of our famous beaches here in Iceland. Fucking dogs! I'm on my Icelandic beach! Hey, Dave, let's go and have a swim with me!
I would swim in that, but I am also a weirdo.
I wouldn't swim in that! If you fucking paid me $1 million! If I could have your hour, I would rip it from your hands before you! Be heroes! You all be heroes! Save your daylight! Save it! Don't let it run away in front of your face! Think about me, Dave! Tell your friends! Dave! Fucking battery! Stallone! Come here now, you stupid dog!
Alright. Good one, Rilip. Very funny. But it did make me laugh, so I'm not going to eat a bean. In fact, I'm not going to eat a bean adult tonight. I'm not even going to give you guys a pity bean. Because I don't want to. Because these beans are disgusting. So if you want me to eat a bean, you got to pay. Anyway, let's get back to the game. We will head back over to Kerbal Space Program. Also, that's not how daylight savings time works. That was bugging me the whole time. Stallone was in the first cliffhanger. I didn't know there were others. There were... Every movie he was in, they made like a dozen of them. They didn't need to make sequels to Rambo. It was completely unnecessary. Oh, ooh. Is it buggy time? Might be time to do some buggy stuff. Since we can't afford the next upgrade yet. What? We lost money? No, we went down because I launched that thing and I haven't finished it yet. Right. Okay, we need to dock a vessel on or around Minmus. That just means the beans will last longer. Well, that's true. But that's also good because then I don't have to buy more. Plant a flag on Minmus. We're going to do that. Plant a flag on the Mun. We'll do that eventually. I don't... Do these have like an expiration date, I wonder? Hold on. They're on the bottom. Best before April 2nd, 2024. So we still got a lot of use out of these. We got at least a year. A year and a half almost before they go bad. I think we'll be through them all by then. All right, Cat has gotten down from the desk, which is good. We're going to go ahead and delete Hollis's debris now that we've recovered Hollis. And we're going to head to the Mun fuel transfer ship, which is on an escape trajectory out of the Mun. But also make sure that the periapsis didn't change too much. I think we're good. Rilip, what did you say the safe orbiting height was on the Mun? Like 8,000? 8 kilometers, something like that. I don't see any place where we'd be impacting the surface here. It looks like we have good clearance all around. So yeah, I'm going to head over to the Mun fuel transfer ship. We're going to go ahead and time warp. 7K, even better. I'm not buying more Emmykins. I'm just saying these last me another year and a half, so I don't have to worry about getting through them. Or you're saying if I eat them all now, then I'll get through them faster and I won't have to eat any more ever. I don't mind eating the beans, chat. I just want to make sure you guys pay for it. Whether that's with funny videos or with channel points. Okay, here we go. Warp to next. Whee! Yippee! Also, is anybody planning to see the new Avatar movie? The Shape of Water. Wait, is that what it's called? The Shape of Water? No, The Shape of Water is the... okay, I can laugh now because we're done with that section. The Shape of Water is the Del Toro movie, right? With the fish man. The fish man who gets sloppy toppy. What is it the Way of Water? I also have not seen the first Avatar, Amikins, and everybody listening. What did that come out in, what, 2009? I was in like army training at the time. I wouldn't have been able to see it. I tried watching a bootleg of the first Avatar, and without the 3D, it was just stupid and boring. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Like, the graphics are great, but the story is kind of shallow and pedantic, and it insists upon itself. That's cool, I guess. Let's just finish up here. Time to do some landing. So I'm not gonna see it. I haven't even seen the first one. I have zero interest. I mean, I'm sure it's cool, like if you're into the visuals of cinema and stuff like that, but again, I don't go see movies to begin with. I'm not gonna go see Avatar. If I was gonna go see any movie, it would be Black Panther 2, but I'm probably also not gonna see that. I'll just wait for it to be on Disney Plus in like a month. Go face normal. There we go. There are 0 movies coming up. Not even Ant-Man? Come on, Rilip. Everybody loves Ant-Man. It's Paul Rudd. What's he been up to? Just being Ant-Man. I can't think of anything else he's been in. He was in Halloween 6. I know that one. Only because Emmykins has to constantly remind me that he was in 6. That the first one was okay. But yeah, the first one was okay, and the second one was better than okay, and then this one is shaping up to be even better than okay. Also, season 2 of Loki eventually coming. I know a lot of people love that Loki character. He's so much fun. So charismatic. He's a bad boy with a heart of gold. Well, I mean, mostly a bad boy, I guess. Emmykins is excited for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. When does that come out? I feel like it's next year. Enjoyed season 1 of Loki, says Rilip. Not sure why they're making a season 2. They should just let it in there. Because they gotta have something for Tom Hiddleston to do. I'm sure they can figure something out. Like, there's a lot of weird multiverse time travel shenanigans stuff to get into. Granted, some of the multiverse stuff is like a little... It's like the X-Men stuff. Like, once you go down that road of multiverse time travel stuff, I start getting a little... I don't want to say upset, because that's a weird way to phrase it. I feel like it's difficult to handle properly, and I don't typically trust anyone to do it right. Ice King is here. Nobody wears pumpkin like Star Shard. That's true. I am wearing the orange shirt today. It was the one on top of the pile, so I figured I'll just wear this one today. Pumpkin spice. It is... No, pumpkin spice season was like 2 months ago. We're currently in peppermint season. So I'm about to actually, after this stream, I'm gonna have some hot cocoa with some peppermint schnapps in there. And you guys are all gonna be super jealous. Philip's not basic enough? Yeah. Man, pumpkin spice is fall. We're in winter now. Well, we're not technically. We're in meteorological winter, which starts in December. And that means it's time for peppermint and cinnamon and candy canes, which I think are also peppermint. Like Mr. Mint. You guys remember Mr. Mint from Candyland? Ice King, you still doing the Stationeers thing? Are we getting storms? We had some rain yesterday, and apparently it's supposed to snow, but it's not storming in the way that I would enjoy. So, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow. Ice King's doing everything. Yeah, I've seen you've been playing Ark. You played that Atlas game for some reason. I don't know, man. That's a lot of games. You're spreading your time thin. Like not enough butter on a big piece of toast. Yeah, Rilip's gonna get hit with the storm, from what I can tell. Oh, eggnog too. I'm probably not gonna have any eggnog this year. I'm the only one that likes it. 13 inches in blizzard conditions. That's what she said. Wait, no, we can workshop this. Rilla. 13 inches and whiteout conditions. How about that? Does that work better? Can we do that? Rafa Munhoz. Hold on, how do we say this name? And I am really digging your little rainbow dancing Yoda there. That's wonderful. It's good? All right. That is an awesome emote. Welcome to the Kerbal stream. We are just touching down after a rescue mission from the Mun. It was a contract, not me screwing up or anything. So, oh, yikes. But hey, you know what? That's a follow. Hey, thanks a lot. Let me give you one of these. We're back. Just a little explosion, nothing to be worried about. So that's Hallis that we're recovering now. So that's gonna hopefully give us some money. Ice King, it says he's actually good at Arc. No one's good at Arc, you just have more or less time to spend in it. I mean, it's not exactly a skill-heavy game, is it? Because like taming dinosaurs, it's not like, it's not an arcade game. It's more about strategizing. Finish construction, blah, blah, blah. These all suck. Conduct seismic surveys of Eve. There's not enough money in the world that would make me do this, and that's not even close to what I would need to begin with. Test a vector engine orbiting the sun. Huh. That could actually be doable. But I'd have to send a Kerbal. That's a lot of money, though. I think we'll take that one. That's not too hard. All we have to do is, like, leave the sphere of influence, test it, and then come back. Let's try it out. All right. Who else is out there? Let's take a look. Dinos are just tools. You're a tool. Boom. Roasted. All right. What's next on the list? Sphere of influence change. I guess we're gonna... Nah, it's too dark still to land. We'll have to hold off. In that case... Whoa, slow down. We'll head over to Jeb, who is currently about to leave the system, gather some science for us. And yeah, Ice King, Rilib did mention they're looking at 13 inches, which I guess you're a little bit farther south than he is, so it probably won't hit you. I don't know. I don't know what the storms are like down there. I know you guys get hurricanes sometimes, which is nuts, but that's how storms work. So here we go. Why am I doing this? We have a freaking... Just push the button. There we go. Look at that. Does it all for us. No mods needed. So here we go. 1 minute to the encounter. Then we need to circularize, of course, and then land. I'm in this somewhere. Probably just in one of the flats. I'm not going to get fancy with it. What else? What else is going on in the world today, chat? Let me, while I have a little bit of time. 600-pound life guest that actually lost weight. Why is this being recommended to me? I don't want to see this. That's Twitch. I'm going to go to Twitter. Twitter. Sports. Henry Cavill. Why is Henry Cavill... James Gunn is making his first big move at DC and will pen a Superman movie. The project will focus on the hero in his younger days and will star an actor other than Henry Cavill. So I guess he's trending because he's not gonna be Superman. Why does James Gunn look like such a hipster? What the heck? Henry Cavill says he's no longer returning as Superman. Oh, that's a bummer. Among those on the slate is Superman. In the initial stages are struggle with focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill. All right, whatever. Anybody out there who actually likes the DC movies? Let me know. I'm curious as to what you like about them. What is this thing? Is that... Oh, because I have this... That's where Minmus would be at our escape. Got it. Henry Cavill just doesn't want to work anymore. Some conservative... Well, didn't he quit being The Witcher? Because he didn't like what they were doing, like what the writers were doing with the story. And now he's not going to be Superman because... Honestly, I have no idea what DC's plan is or what James Gunn's plan is for this whole DC universe stuff. It's already so, like, screwed up from Zack Snyder. And now they're just like, how can we fix this? And the answer is we can't, but we can maybe try to make some money on the way out. I know, another Suicide Squad movie. We'll get Will Smith back as, what's his face? Deadshot. I almost said Bullseye, but that's a different character. Rilip hasn't seen anything in the DCEU universe except Batman v Superman, and it was terrible. Yeah, did I tell you guys about that? When I, this was a terrible decision, by the way. I said, hey, Emmykins, I have a fun idea for like a movie thing. We'll watch some really bad movies. We'll watch the Star Wars prequels and Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice over the course of like 2 nights. Chat. Do not do this. Under any circumstances. I don't care if you think the prequels are funny because memes. It's not worth your life. They're not that funny. The memes were not worth watching those movies again. They're so bad. They should lean into the goofy, do some characters that are too stupid to take seriously. For DC? I mean, isn't that already Captain Boomerang? I can't take Captain Boomerang seriously. I definitely can't take Harley Quinn seriously outside of the animated show because they just keep doing like weird stuff with her. The only thing I want to hear come out of Harley Quinn's mouth is, "You want a clown job, Mr. J?" I can't do the voice. Sorry. But yeah, something like that. Or puddin'. She should say something like puddin'. But she doesn't even interact with the Joker in the new movies. Except for, I guess, kind of the flashbacks in the Suicide Squad. And then Jared Leto barely shows up to, like, look at the camera. Man, that movie was so bad. There was alcohol involved. Yeah, but did I drink any? Because I don't remember. Every time I drink, I don't drink very much, and then it doesn't even affect me. Like last night, I had a... Emmykins, how much did you pour me of that coconut rum? Because I feel like I barely had anything. Whereas you had like 6 glasses of wine. Where are we landing? Where have we landed before? I guess it doesn't really matter since we're going to be just running science experiments mostly. Just circularize, then we can figure it out. Emmykins made daiquiris. And Rilip is suggesting Blue Beetle. He's like Spider-Man, but he gets bitten by a scarab. Okay, what are his powers, though? Blue Beetle. Is he related to the Tick? Okay. What about Big Bad Beetleborgs? When are we getting a Big Bad Beetleborgs movie that we so desperately need? Can't see anything. Jeez. I think we'll just land here. Seems like a good enough spot. Emmykins did not have 6 glasses of wine, she says. Okay, whatever. I don't know how much you had. You had a lot. Ah, shoot. Right, we gotta... Alright, let's stow everything. Oh, shoot. All right, looks like we gotta do a quick... All right, so we're back at Jeb. We'll just let the Minmus one orbit for a bit while we do this. I forgot that they were 2 hours apart. He has no powers. He's like Batman. So, wait, he gets bitten by a scarab, but he doesn't have powers. So he's like Moon Knight. No, Moon Knight gets his powers from Kefnu or whatever. He got bitten by a radioactive Egyptian god. Keep wanting to say Kefnit, but that's a Magic the Gathering character. Rilip says, I'm telling you, it's so stupid, just lean into it and go to town. Yeah, but the people who go to see comic book movies don't want them to be silly. They want them to be serious and gritty and realistic. Or at least the DC ones. Okay, we've completed our first flyby of the sun. Let's quick gather all the information we can here. So we're gonna grab some goo. Give me the goo. How much was that? Hold up. 100? Oh, it's 12. I thought 120. No, there's a dot there. That's only 12 science. Wow, that sucks. Okay. I'll take what I can get, I guess. No seismic data to grab. Temperature. That's 54. That's not bad. That's 10. This is 14. You get a crew report. That's 6. Okay, not great. Jeb? Oh, he brought the EVA kit. Nice. All right, Jeb, hop out. I want you to do some EVA science. And I want you to grab some data. Good thing he has his little EVA suit on. It's too late for that. You made too many Zack Snyder movies. Just get the money grab on that's what I'm saying. Right, well, that's the thing. Nobody's gonna go see a movie about the Blue Beetle. It has to be a gritty, dark movie like Black Adam. That's what the people want. Let's do some EVA science here. Bust out the wing nut and let her rip. With Beyblade, Beyblade, Beyblade. 30, that's all we get. Jeez. We get like 0 science from out here. Oh wait, I forgot we have the Science Junior on this thing. Okay, run the report. There are 30 science, man. We're getting ripped off here. This sucks. We got more science from the dang magnetometer. Okay, now it's time to try to get back to Kerbin. Which I want to say requires us to aim towards Kerbin, I guess? Front towards enemy type situation. So set as targets. Closest approach. There we go. Although, yes, I would like to return to Kerbin now. Thank you. Trying really hard here. Get me out of here. Am I doing this wrong, chat? I'm gonna return to... Yeah, I see that I'm gonna return to Kerbin in a year. I do not want that to happen, obviously. We should have enough Delta V. I should just be able to slow down enough. Or do I need to do it the other way? I don't even know, man. Target. Here we go. Let's do it this way. We'll use the target module because our relative velocity is so low anyway. We should just be able to, you know, do something like this. There we go. Not quite. Still working on it. Okay. Now we're going to aim at the target. I realize we're very far away, so this is a little weird. Orbit of spacewalk in orbit of the sun, yes. Might as well be spacewalking on the sun. I get it. I get it. Hold up, are we in orbit yet? No, we're not. I can't even see the target anymore. The maneuver, the indicators have disappeared now. I no longer have... Hold up. Why did it turn off like that? What the heck? Oh, we got this, chat. We'll be fine. Actually making it worse now? What the heck? I must have double clicked on accident. Resets your target. Yeah, maybe. All right, let's try this. Do a little retrograde stuff. Chat, I really want to play Breath of the Wild. This sucks. Maybe I should just dig out the Wii U tomorrow and just hook it up and go to town. It's been so long since I played. I wish you could play on PC. That would be so cool if games were on PC, so I didn't have to jump through a bunch of hoops. Hold up. We reset it. But it didn't do anything. No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're coming back. We're coming home, everyone. Nintendo doesn't bring anything to PC until infinity time has passed. I know that. I understand that. It just, it bums me out, you know? Okay, we'll just let Jeb chill for a bit. Actually, maybe we can fix our orbit. We're gonna come in screaming hot, aren't we? That's probably not how we want to do this. Okay. So let's extend our orbit radial out. I think this is correct. We want to go radial out. If we want to, yeah, there we go. We want to do something like this to widen our orbit a bit. Not that I would consider this to be an orbit, but it's certainly something. Coming in at like 4K, that's all right. We should be able to, we'll have enough delta V to slow down a bunch before we hit the atmosphere. Should be fine. The real issue is that now that I'm doing this, it's gonna increase my time to return by who knows how long. Okay, there we go. Okay. So how long till we get back? 18 days. Oh man. Gross. Alright, whatever. We'll deal with it. And because wants to know what game I'm talking about. The Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's just, maybe I just need to bite the bullet and get an Elden Ring, because that kind of plays similarly, right? Got the exploration, it's got the combat, got all that stuff going on. Wait, what is this? Gather surface deployed mystery goo observation science from the surface of the Mun. Yeah, we can probably do that at some point. All right, let's get back to Minmus. So, why are the flags selected? I don't want them to be selected. We want Minmus base. We would like to try to land this thing on Minmus. Also, I'm super thirsty. Genshin Impact is honestly surprisingly similar. Yeah, but it's like a gacha game. I realize you don't have to do that, but they're all like that. Plus, I gotta... Is that on my phone only? I played it on my phone. Is it on PC? You gotta get a PlayStation. I don't know, man. I'm just not all that interested. You never got far enough into hit any of the gacha? Okay. Me neither, I guess. I mean, I think I got to it. I just didn't care. And then I was like, this isn't that fun. I'm gonna go back to Magic. All right, let's loop the loop. Orbits take not too long around min, misfortunately. And one loop here, and then... Oh, it's dark now? Crap. Alright, maybe we'll just try to land at the bottom of that area since our original landing site has been obscured by the sun. Yeah, we'll try that. Problem is I kind of wanted to be at a mostly equatorial site, although I guess at the end of the day it doesn't really matter. So we're going to go normal here to adjust our inclination a bit, so we're coming over that flat. Switch life. Switch life. Yes. I do have a Switch, but I don't have Zelda. I don't have Breath of the Wild on the Switch. I only have it on the Wii U because I'm a dum-dum. And I'm like, I really want to play this game. It's on the Wii U, and I have a Wii U for whatever reason. You love your Switch Lite? Yeah, I just have a regular one. My wife usually plays it though, not me. I got it so I could play Ring Fit, and then I never played it because you know how it is. Like, you gotta exercise, and then it's like, oh yeah, but then I have to exercise, and it's like a pain in the ass. This was before I started streaming, so. Wow, has it really been that long? I think I must have got it in 2020. Oh no. So I got the game in 2020, I think. And then I played it a little bit, and then I stopped because I'm lazy. And then I picked it back up again, and then I stopped because I'm lazy. And then I started streaming, which, fun fact, chat, I don't think I've missed a stream since last October. Like, I've streamed every day that I said I was gonna stream. So, not lazy. You have to keep up with the... Oh, Pokemon. Are you playing, Violet, Purple, or whatever? Scarlet, Violet? Violet and Purple. Those are the same colors. I know that. I have not seen super positive reviews about it, except from people who really like it, so... Maybe that's a good thing. I stopped playing after Black and White, which I did not particularly care for. It wasn't bad. I don't know. I guess I'm old now. All right, we need to fold these up. For landing, please ensure your seats are in their upright and whatever position. And we are now going to attempt to land. I am just now realizing I didn't put a probe core on the top, so we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Do we ditch this engine now? I think we do. How much Delta V do we have in the top? It doesn't even tell me. Why doesn't it tell me? That's so weird. Okay, where are we coming in? You know, let's hold on to it. Let's really crank down our speed here. There we go. All right, now we'll go ahead and decouple. So there they go. And I believe we can get around this by controlling from here and control point up. So we want to point... Oh, retrograde was good. Retrograde was fine. Oh, wait. No, we want it to be down. Control... Hold on. Control from here. Control point reversed. There we go. Please don't smack that. Nope. Oh, crap. All right, hold on. So we want it to be up, and then we want to be prograde. This is going to be so weird. I hope we can trust this, because it's going to get really awkward. Oh, wait, no, down. No, forward. Okay, there we go. I think we got it now, chap. This is... Yeah, this is going to be really weird. Landing gear out. That's gonna... Okay, there's a little bit of a... Just pretend that those were extended. Fine. 34 is still goof with the Pokemon. I mean, I like Pokemon, I don't know. The newer ones haven't done much for me. What the heck? We already did that, didn't we? No, I guess we didn't. There we go. Wait. Oh no, we were using the fuel in these tanks? Ugh. Don't like that. Fine though. Okay, the engines are firing. Let's extend this out just so we make sure our center of mass is where we expect it to be. This is gonna be one heck of a landing, chat. And I cannot make those engines quieter. I think we've tried this in the past. It's gonna be loud until I turn them off. All right. That will have to do. Actually, no, we can make it work even better. Controls are so weird. Okay, here we go. Oh, it couldn't calculate any delta V because it was... I see what you mean. All right, Rilip. Whoa, nope. Prograde. We want it to be prograde. Everything's backwards. There we go. So we are now coming straight down. That should simplify anything that we have to deal with here. And we want the solar panels to be, I guess, yeah, like this. We want to be facing north-south, and then that way they can rotate with the sun properly. Okay, yeah, Murdoch's having or Mildoc is her name. She's having a good time. And there goes, of course, our other stage exploding somewhere over there. Switch that to the ground altimeter. Here we go. Now, as far as Pokemon goes, my favorite will always be Gold Silver. Mainly because it had a post-game. Like, you beat the Elite Four, and then you can go do all of Kanto region, which, awesome, first of all. So I still have Soul Silver around here somewhere. I mean, I still also have my black-white cartridges, and I think I have the Pearl or Diamond or Platinum version box somewhere, but I don't have the game. I think my sister took it. All right, here we go. Let's really kick these babies into high gear. We don't have super high thrust to weight, so we do need to be a little cautious. There we go. No need for a suicide burn. This thing's not meant to take off again, so we can just use up the remainder of our fuel for an extra safe descent. Silver. Oh, you like silver and gold too? Yeah, for sure. I even have the Poke Walker, which was an accessory that came with Heart Gold Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where it was basically a pedometer. You could put your Pokemon in it and walk them around. And maybe I should start doing that, considering I walk to work every day. And yeah, I'm 33, so we're in basically the same level as far as Pokemon goes, I think. Red and Blue came out. I think I was a little bit too young to kind of understand the games, and then Gold and Silver came out, and I was like right in that perfect age range, like 11 to 13. And there you go. Maybe that's why I like them so much. They came out at just the right time. I mean, Red and Blue were also kind of jank, so it's not all nostalgia. And then I had fun with the other ones after that. I don't even remember what they are. I guess Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, Pearl, and then I kind of fell off after that. What's your favorite Pokemon? Mr. Strike Force or Mrs. Strike Force? Curious. I think most of chat already knows mine, but I'll share it. Mine is Scyther, because I don't know, he's like a cool looking Pokemon. bug ninja. I mean, he's not great stat-wise, and I don't like the evolutions, but still pretty cool. Like, why do you gotta take this beautiful ninja praying mantis Pokemon and turn it into a weird red crab Pokemon? It's like, just give him a metal coat, make him a Digimon, and like keep the green, but just like make him all metally and cool. Or we are not limiting the options, I guess from Gen 1. Let's start with that, because my favorite from Gen 1 is Scyther, which is also my overall favorite. And I haven't even thought about what it would be from the other gens, honestly. Extend this out. Open up the antenna. All right, there we go. The base has landed. Give me my money. Beautiful. Keep all those experiments. Let's send Bob. Actually, no, here, I know what we need to do. We need to get Mildock out. And Mildock is going to go set up a ground site. X-Star is new. Hey, welcome, X-Star. And let me see. Let me take a look here. X-Star just followed, so thanks a lot for that.
Excellent!
And anybody else you want to share your favorite Pokemon or Pokemon memories? I'm always down to talk about Pokemon, even though I've been out of it for so long. It ate up a huge portion of my childhood and my teenagehood, so still a lot of respect for it, even though I don't necessarily like the newer games for one reason or another. All right, Mildock, here's what I need you to do. You're one of the few things that an engineer is good for. I want you to go set up this thing. Oh. Hold on, we can carry these. We can't carry these. How does this work? I want to build. Mark II lander can exceeds the weight that a Kerbal. I don't want to take the lander can. I want to take the thing in the lander can. Give that. Cargo storage unit cannot. I don't want to detach it. Chat, how do I do this? I forgot. Hold on. Let me turn that off. How do I close this? Oh, exit. There we go. Jeez. Okay. Am I going to land something to pick them up or take back off with the whole... I'm going to land something to pick them up. And that was... Hold on. Something happened. Strike Force also followed. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Excellent. This is a... At this point is, I guess, mostly Kerbal Space Program. But once we finish this quote-unquote speed run of the tech tree, I think the vote on YouTube came out with RimWorld in the lead. So I think we're going to try the new RimWorld DLC for at least a couple of days here eventually. Okay. I'll have to drop my RCS and parachute and use the inventory. Okay, got it. So let's do that. So open you up. Put those in there. You won't be needing them. Does it matter what order I set them up in? Or is it just like whatever? Just go set this up over here so it's kind of out of the way. Okay. Base to place the... Oh, right. Okay, it's like this. That's good. This is the experiment control station. Does this one matter for science? Or is it... The actual experiments want me to use the scientist to set it up, right? It does matter the order technically. Experiment, comms, control station, power. Okay, hold on. Let me try that. That's the order that I want. Okay, thanks, Relip. I don't normally do these, so... Pick up part. Give it back. Experiments first. Okay. And I want a scientist to do that, right? I'm also realizing that I'm going to have a hard time getting back on the station because I lost my RCS. We can just go in the bottom hatch, probably. Okay. So that's going to be Bob. Bob, I need you to hop out, buddy. Oh, we need to put a flag down too at some point. I might be able to plant the flag with my scientist. I'm already level 2 scientist, so Bob is good. I'm gonna plant the flag with the engineer. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna grab those back. And so we want to set up the experiment first. So we'll set up the goob. Step 1. Yeah, my engineer is going to get level 2 here shortly. I'll set up a flag so I can keep track of the site. In case we do end up lifting off the whole station for whatever reason. All right. So now we're going to place the station. Also, hold on. I didn't see... Eevee or Litwick was Strike Force's favorite Pokemon. Eevee, huh? I was never a big fan of Eevee personally. Mostly because it's like it has 3 options for evolution in Gen 1, and then 2 more in Gen 2, and then more and more. And it was always like, well, if I evolve it, then I only get the 1. That's gonna be sad. How do I get the other ones? You gotta trade, I guess. Which at the time was kind of a pain in the butt. And then we want the other one. Here we go. Kind of wish I could read what this says. Eevee because of the evolutions. Okay, the evolutions as they call them. All right. And Litwick is just kind of a cool Pokemon. Ghost Fire. Very fun combination. Fun fact, chat, in Gen 1, the original Red and Blue, there wasn't any ghost type moves. Like, psychic Pokemon were weak to ghost type, but the only ghost type move I believe did a set amount of damage, so it was pointless. And almost the same thing for dragons too. Gen was so messed up. Okay, so Bob is done, I think. We'll try to get him back in the can he go in the crew hatch? He's like just knocking it over. Maybe he can just jump up there. Whee! Oh, jeez. He's getting airborne, chat. Look, I guess I could have put the RCS on. Why did I do this? Oh, I'm just now realizing way too late that this was a terrible idea. Bob, you jumped too hard, man. He's dead. He's literally dead. Yeah, he can just pick up his RCS. Get up, man. Okay, let's be smart about this. Put your RCS back on, you goofball. And then now go up there. Yikes. Okay, there we go. All right, hop in. Okay, now we go to the engineer, who is going to go plant the flag. Who final answers? Umbreon as an evolution, and Arceus or Arceus, depending on however you want to pronounce it, I guess. I don't think it matters too much. Have they ever come out and said how it's supposed to be pronounced? Because, not that it would matter, because people would still say it wrong, like Tidus from Final Fantasy X. I'll go to my grave saying that. It's Tidus. Ask the voice actor. He says Tidus. I consider him to be the authority on the subject as the person who speaks for him. Also, he's a cool dude. It's like a nice, generally nice guy. Of course, they never say it in the game, so nobody's gonna care. All right, level up crew, level 2 engineer, level 2 pilot. Nice, nice. So now Mildoc is gonna hop out again, and we're gonna get up. And let's go set up those other things now that we're level 2. Ooh. Okay. Swap this for... Hold on. What? What did you say, Rilip? Experiments, comms. I didn't set up comms. Oh, I didn't set up anything yet. Okay, this is comms. Control station power. Got it. I set up the experiments already. Rilip, did you ever play Pokemon? I don't think we've ever talked about it. I know Emmykins kinda did when I got black and white, and then we each played the other one, but she wasn't very good. I mean, she's not good at video games in general, to be honest. So that was, I mean, that was more for my sake, so I could trade with myself. I played Crystal on a ROM, and I've done a little sword shield with my kids. All right, I always forget you're old. Like my nephew, he's 8, I think, and he can barely read, which I don't think is good at his age, but what do I know? I'm just an idiot. And he's always calling me to get help on how to play Pokemon. And I'm like, did you read the dialogue with the NPCs? He's like, no. I'm like, if you had read what they told you, then you would know where to go, because they tell you where to go because it's a game for babies. You didn't have a Game Boy at the time of Red and Blue? That's a bummer. I got a Game Boy at a garage sale. That was my first handheld console. And then my parents got me a Game Gear. You guys remember the Game Gear? That was the Sega answer to the Game Boy. It was pretty much like a proto Wii U. It was a big tablet. I mean, it wasn't a tablet. It was basically like a big screen with controls on it. And it ate through batteries like it was nobody's business. So you get like maybe an hour of gameplay on a full set of batteries. But it had a full color screen that was backlit, so that was pretty cool. The battery destroyer, yes. You Rilip had a Game Gear, nice. All right, so now we just got to set up the old solar panels here. Does it matter how far away they are, or is it just like within the vicinity? Also, I would really like it if I didn't hop around all the time. Go ahead and set that up there. So power these two. We'll get one to power these other two. They should be close, but they don't need to be touching. Okay, well, hopefully these are close enough. Power units produced. I guess we'll wait to see if that's working. Unpowered. What do you mean unpowered? Did I screw this up? It's not providing power. I am confused. Science rate, 45%. Maybe it's not close enough? Hold on. Do I need to put it by the experiment control station, maybe? I'll put them in the middle, I guess. Like right here. Like that. See how this looks. Okay, solar panel is opening. Power units produced, 0. It's connected. Experiments connected to. Total power needed, 4. Oh, I see. Okay, we need to set up the other one, then it'll work. I'm telling you, I hardly ever do these. It's usually not necessary. We're truly trying to squeeze as much science out of Mun and Minmus as we possibly can. And it's throwing me for a bit of a loop here. Here we go. Scooch on over. And turn. Plop it on down. There we go. Let's see if this works. Open her up. Mildoc is my engineer, right? Yes, she is. Okay, good. So here's my ground experiment, whatever. Total power needed, total power available, 6. Power units required, 1. So I think that means we're good now, right? 45%, 45%. Okay, science, 0.63 per hour. That's not terrible. And this one requires me to crash things into the planet, right? Okay. Well, let's head back in and... Hold on, I can get some science. Do not remove helmet. Oh god, that was close. Luckily, they just don't let you do it. Okay, take a surface sample. We'll grab a EVA science. And a EVA pack. Go hit the old golf ball. Form EVA science. All right, let's go. Let's see how far you can hit this thing, Mildoc. Oop. Yeah. And it's gone. Where did it go? Nobody knows. It's gone forever. All right. I think that's everything from here. I suppose we could probably grab a sandstone at some point if we spot one. But I don't see one nearby, so I'm not gonna get too hung up on it. Go ahead and hop in. So let's review all the science. Process in the lab. I guess we could transmit too, but we'll process it in the lab first. Okay. Review data, process in the lab. Time with 91 data, 85 days is not bad, actually. I did not realize. Wait, this only works when you're not in space, doesn't it? Well, now I feel bad. A waste. I don't have a crew report. We'll do that real quick. Throw that in there. View stored data, throw it in the lab. Okay, how much data we got in here? We have 372. I think we still got some more. Process it in the lab. Although also we're going to transmit that. So let's transmit it. Good. Okay. Log it. Process it. Review it. Process it. I didn't bring the Science Junior. Oh well. Fine. So I think that's everything that we can get from here. Aside from sending a crew to go like gather science from elsewhere or bringing more science in. Let's go ahead and start the research. Clean the experiments. And we'll just let them chill here for a while. Good deal. All right. Meanwhile, back at the Space Center. I think we're gonna land on the Mun real quick. I think we still have a little bit of time here. Hey, it's daylight. Nice. Haul a flea into orbit. Explore Minmus. That's docking vessels, right? Gathered surface deployed mystery goo. Yeah, so we'll have to also set up another one of those stations on the Mun. We're not doing the surface. 15 Kerbals, are you out of your mind? How does that even work? The outpost must be fully assembled when launched. Does that mean I can't dock to it? Because that is way too many Kerbals. On Twitter, Superman trending with a Witcher. Gee, I wonder what people are talking about. Yeah, right? People love that Henry Cavill character. I don't know. I mean, he seems just like a Hollywood guy. I guess that's all you need to be. Okay, so this we've got like a couple of days. So we'll just go ahead and land right here. Cannot dock parts together for the contract. That's... How do I fit 15 Kerbals into a station that I can then land on the Mun in a single launch? I barely got this thing into orbit. Okay, where are we landing? I think we need to do this crater right here. If I... Hold on, let me check the map. No, we've done this. We haven't done this one? Is that so? Oh, we did this one. Right, okay. Well, let's give it a go. Yeah, those things are huge, though. I guess if as a landing base, though, that would be really tough. I could do that as a space station. It'd be pretty reasonable. But as an actual landable base, I don't know. All right, so we're gonna switch to here. We're gonna back off. We're gonna turn off SAS because it is now time to attempt to land. Hey, all right, this is some perfect landing music. There we go. We'll just let the station fall away. Bust out the old landing legs. Let's see how we're landing here. This is a really solid design for a lander, I think. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot. Look at this thing. Some weird shadow issues with the landing legs. That's pretty normal for KSP 1. Does anyone have any recommended games for the upcoming Steam winter sale? Anything I should add to my wish list to keep my eyes out for? Because I think I'm gonna pick some stuff up to stream for this upcoming sale, so I'm hoping I can just grab some good stuff. Well, not necessarily what's on sale right now, Rilla, but what might be on sale during the winter sale. I guess if stuff's on sale now too, you can let me know. I know you said KSP is on sale, so those of you who have not yet picked up KSP, now's your chance. It's what, 75% off, I think? $10, which is pretty dang good. All right, let's prepare to land. Switch that to surface. And we're coming in. Let's do this. Question is, where are we gonna land? And this thing's pretty stable. I don't think we have to worry about it tipping over. It's just more of a convenience thing. Be like right around here. Let's just try it slow down here. It's also a little off-center due to the goo, I'm guessing. Not super jazzed about that. Should be okay though. I do want to play Dwarf Fortress on stream. I don't know if that's even worth it at this point. Sometimes it leaks early. Nothing about what's on sale yet. Yeah, that's true. There are sometimes the sale leaks. People like going through the Steam database or whatever, finding out early. All right, let's slow it on down again. Wouldn't be a terrible place to put a rover, one of these craters. Just drive it around. Maybe get some sick air off one of these ramps. Just go nuts. Just go flying. You gotta go pick up your wife from her tattoo appointment. You'll catch the end on the VOD. Have a good one. All right. See ya Friday, Rilip, hopefully, if you're around. I don't know what we're gonna be doing on Friday, actually. I was gonna do Oxygen Not Included to show off the rest of my base, but I think I'm just gonna wrap it up and maybe start a new one. I guess that could work. Maybe I'll show off some helpful hints and tips for all of you newcomers to Oxygen Not Included who struggle with it. Not gonna name any names, Rilip. But those of you out there who struggle with early game gameplay might find it useful. Ooh, this is kind of a nasty place to land, it looks like. Oh well. Could be worse. And we are just about half a tank of fuel, which I think makes sense. Pretty close to one of those little ground sites that you can go explore with the arm that we did not bring. Again, I just don't know if it's worth it to build a whole rover to get one piece of science. If I got different science for each one of these, like I could just drive around for hours and just pick up infinite science, that would be one thing. But you only get the one. As far as I know, I guess. I don't know. Never done it. Okay, let's slow it on down. Coming in for the final landing here. Oh. The engine's running. Okay, and we're good. Ooh, a little harder than I was hoping for, but we're here. We're good. I guess we just need to plant the flag on the mun. Okay, well, let's gather some science. Seismic, that's 48 science to bring back. And this is the far side crater. Okay, and where's the thermometer? We already got the thermometer. I guess that's all of them. And then this one. And that doesn't actually give us science. Okay. Reports. Yep. All right. Then hop out. Take the data. Take the data. Take the data. Take the data. Store the experiments. Oh, I didn't bring an EVA experiments kit. Damn it. Those must have been one of the things I forgot. Okay, let's get EVA report. Yep, far side crater, surface sample, far side crater, and plant flag. This is the far side crater. So we'll name it so we don't screw it up. Forget it. And this is Dioli was here. Cool. All right. Let's hop back into the capsule. And I think we're good. So we got the money from the flag, which is a considerable amount actually, 73,000. How close are we to unlocking the final level of R&D? Let's find out. Let's do the math. As we wait for it to load. Survey says we're about halfway there. So it is 3.38 million Kerbucks. We're at 1.57 million, 1.58, I guess, if you round up to the nearest 10,000. Mission control, what do you got for me? Rescue science data from Space Run Minmus. We can do that real quick. Not super quick, but kind of quick. Map 11 asteroids endangering Kerbin with a Sentinel infrared telescope. The advance is 800,000 Kerbucks. Yes. Don't mind if I do. Position a satellite, not worth it. Landing gear, separator, surface outpost on the Mun with 15 Kerbals. Not gonna happen. Okay. So we need to put it in a designated orbit. We probably won't get it there. It'll take a while. Deadline, year 327. They really are not in a hurry for this, I guess. That is a shitload of money. That basically doubled our money. Wow. Incredible. All right. So we need another million Kerbucks to be able to finish this up. And then we still need the science because each thing is 550 and then 1,000 for this final tier of science, which sucks, kind of. Maybe I should send a mission to Duna. I guess the transfer window still hasn't come up yet. It's only day 63. Maybe we could send something to Moho. What's the... Let me check the pork chop plots for that. So when is the earliest or the next one that I can launch to Moho? Because that comes around pretty quickly. Year 1, day 269.
69, dudes!
And it would take 136 days to get there. We'd arrive day 405, which is technically before the end of the first year. Because Kerbal years are like 470 days long, I think. 426 days. So that's pretty close to the end of the year, but getting to Moho with a probe with a bunch of science stuff on it could finish off the tech tree for us. What about Duna? How long do you get to Duna? Yeah, we wouldn't get there till year 2, day 69.
69, dudes!
So, I mean, worst case scenario, we have those as a backup if we need to send some interplanetary. What about Eve? When is the next Eve window? year 2. Okay, so that's not even close. Drez. Day 341 doesn't get there till year 3. Jewel is even further out. We get there year 6. And Elu is year 7. So Moho is possible. Oh, sorry. We're trying to go from Kerbin to Moho here. That'll take 136 days starting day 269. We could probably, if we don't worry about efficiency as much, we could probably get there sooner. So that's an option. And that would technically get us under the year that I've kind of set as the soft cap for finishing. And then of course Duna as a backup would get there in year 2 pretty early. All right. So I think that's it for tonight, chat. It's been super fun. Thanks everybody for coming out. I am going to put on the screen here. Also, hey, check out my OC, Kurther. He is part Scyther, part Kirby, if you haven't seen that before. And who was that? Xstars contributed some points to the Emmykins on stream. Yes, everybody out there, if you would like to have Emmykins come on the stream for another very special episode, feel free to contribute to that point, or the community challenge thing. And let's see, I think we have enough viewers that we can raid someone without looking like an asshole. So, oh my gosh, Titus playing Kerbal Space Program. I'm on it. We're going right now. Hold on to your butts, guys. I'm gonna stick around for a while for this. So don't go anywhere. Have a great night, everybody.